Hi guys, I know that some of you are deciding to use sketches of yours for your poster and you wanted to know how to make it look a little more professional and color it and work with it. So um, I'm actually on the road right now, so I'm recording this just with a sketch I found online rather than my own. So I'm going ahead and putting the source down here. And you can see I just saved it and dragged it on so it's a smart object in Photoshop right now. If you drag this on and it's a smart object like I did, before I can make adjustments to this image, you need to rasterize it. So go to Layer and just say Rasterize Smart Object. That's basically committing this image to pixels. So make sure you have it at the size you want it in your poster before you do that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is actually adjust this image so that it's black and white without many gray tones or midtones in between, and then I can color in between the lines. So in order to do that and not really make it changeable later, I want to commit this adjustment to this layer and no other layers. I'm going to do it from this top image adjustment menu. So image adjustments, and I'm going to do levels. Now notice you have these little eyedroppers on levels. If you use the black one and you click where you want the lines to be black, it will make the lines black. And you can click more than once if you want more of these to be darker. I think that looks okay to me, actually. I'm going to click wherever I want white, and that way you'll get kind of the best version of this drawing you can get, where it's just black and white and you can start coloring in it. That looks good. Now I'm going to duplicate this layer, so I'm going to say Command J. The other thing you could do is go to Layer, Duplicate Layer up top. Okay, you might decide to get rid of this bottom layer later. I'm just going to leave it so that we have a copy before we mess too much with these. Okay, now you may recall in class I just covered blend modes recently, and there's one that I said gets rid of white. So you want to go to multiply, which actually darkens it. You're going to notice it a little bit. But what's happening is on this top layer, the white won't show anymore. So if I want to choose some colors, I'll go ahead and choose a flesh tone here. And I can use my paint bucket if I want. And as long as, you know, this is an enclosed line, I'm not sure if it is or not, we'll find out. I could click this contiguous button and click, and it will just color it in. Now you could also use your brush and kind of carefully go around the area. One kind of cool thing you'll notice is you can still see the black. It's not really painting over that black line. So that's kind of cool. So that way you can color it in. If I were to take this off of the blend mode, you'll notice I'm actually coloring over that line. So I just said edit, undo, change it back. Now, if you're worried about really the maximum amount of non-destructive editing, you could color instead on a blank layer between these, like this. And then you'd have to use mostly your brush, or you can make selections up here using your magic wand with contiguous, like this. You know, and then go down here and just use your paint bucket to fill it in. So there's lots of options. Now you'll see when I get rid of this, and if I, change the background so it wasn't white. Let's see, let me unlock it. And change color. You'll see it alters the colors here. So you might want to leave this background layer on. But what you could do is mask it. So these would all go together. So I'm using my quick selection tool right now, or I might even use my magic wand with contiguous on and click out here. And I would still probably need to adjust it, but I could say select inverse for the most part and just press my mask button. And you'll see now it's getting rid of everything around it. And so when I'm done coloring all of this, I could group these. So just that one's active, hold shift and click so they're all selected, and just say Command G, or that's also found in layer, and group layers like that. And I would just name this, always name your layers. So that's how you do it. Okay, you drag the image in, you make an adjustment with your levels. You know, again, if it's a smart object, rasterize it, right? Make an adjustment with your levels so it's black and white. Make a copy of the layer. On the top one, make sure you change the blend mode to multiply. And you can either draw, color right in that layer like I was showing you, or you can color on the layer under it. And you could use the brush, or you could use the paint bucket tool. So any of that will work. So I hope that helps you, and I hope that it works out for you in your posters. Good luck.